Hello everyone, my name is Heather and welcome back to my channel. I have really missed filming minimalism related videos for you guys, so I'm sitting here and filming my second one in a row. So the first one should be up already. It is called How to Be Happy with What You Have. And today I'm going to be filming my iPhone app declutter. I'm saying it like this because I have been putting this video off for so long. I've wanted to declutter my phone for months. I've had it on a list of videos I've wanted to film, and I haven't just gone and deleted the apps because I wanted to do it on camera. So right now I'm just going to kind of talk through the step-by-step of what I'm going to do, and hopefully you'll also like see cutaways of me doing that. I haven't filmed those yet, so we'll see how this goes. So starting off, my plan for this whole process is to go through and write down every single deletable app that is on my phone. And I've done it before. I did it about a year ago when I had the idea to film this video, and I think I had something around like 88 apps. I have accumulated quite a lot of apps on my phone. My phone's running pretty slowly. It's an iPhone 6. I've had it for over a couple of years now. After I write down every single app that is on my phone, I'm also going to take a note of whether these apps are actually useful, how often I use them, do they actually serve a purpose, and kind of think about, why did I download them in the first place? Are they what I thought they were going to be? And stuff like that. I also have a bad habit of not actually closing out my apps. So another way I'm going to look at it is going through the apps that I have open and kind of jot those down too, because obviously I've used them in the past few weeks and that is why they're still open. So I don't know, I'm gonna kind of compare, like, compare those apps to the ones that are on my comprehensive list, and it'll also make it really easy to see which apps I just never use and that are going to be the easy ones to delete. So that's pretty much my plan of action. A bit later I'm going to change the setup around and you are actually going to see me deleting apps. Not quite live, but basically on camera. Okay, you guys, so I realized I changed my shirt. I just want to be like more comfortable. But this is the same day, I promise, same makeup and everything. So you saw me write out all of the apps on my phone except for messages, phone, Safari, and music. Those are the only ones that I did not write down. I ended up with a total of 135 apps. Most of these have got to go. I also wrote down the apps that I had open. By the way, I had a lot open. I had 50 apps open. Oh my goodness, I have a problem. So I don't really have a goal in mind as to how many apps I want to delete or how many total I want to have on my phone. I just know that I have a ton that I am going to delete. So let's get started. Obviously, I am not going to delete my calendar app. I use my calendar app constantly, and then I can't delete photos nor would I want to. Same with camera. The weather app is one that I use all the time to check the weather, duh, as well as my mail app. I use my clock app. I can't even delete that anyway, but I use timers constantly with the kids that I nanny. I am not going to be deleting the notes app. Oh, it's interesting that it automatically stops the delete like process in case you were like, are you sure you know what you're doing? But I'm gonna delete reminders. I never use reminders. So as I'm deleting it, that's when I'm gonna cross it off my list. So I'm deleting reminders. I can delete iTunes Store, but I'm not going to because I feel like I do use that on occasion. You can't delete App Store, you can't delete settings. So let's go into social. Wow, I have a lot of like socials. This is pretty crazy. I'm keeping Snapchat. I do have a video about how minimalism has affected my social media usage, and I talk about how I do use my social medias. I definitely use them differently. I'm a lot more intentional about that usage. So if you want to hear about why I'm not deleting Snapchat or like what I use it for, that's in that video. So yeah, keeping Snapchat, keeping Twitter and Instagram. Tumblr, it might go on the chopping block. So I'm gonna kind of make a note of that on, I'm just gonna do like a little circle next to it on my form right here. I'm not gonna move it just yet. Facebook, I talk about that in that video. Pinterest as well. YouTube, obviously, I am not going to be moving that. Messenger, Facebook Messenger I do use to communicate with some people, and FaceTime I also use. Here we go. I went through a phase where I was trying to like do photo editing, so I have a few of those. I'm deleting PicStitch. So I'm gonna cross that off here, and we'll get to an app that is really similar to that actually is an Instagram related app. So yeah, I'm deleting Photosplash. It's super dumb, I never use it. I don't know why I downloaded that. Vsco, I think that's an app I might have paid for, and I feel really stupid. I never use it. I think Carly Christman recommended it in one of her videos about like how to post really good Instagram pictures or something, and that's why I downloaded it. Books Amino, I will be deleting. I'm keeping Giphy because occasionally I do like to search for GIFs to communicate with my friends. Bitmoji, I use Bitmoji for fun sometimes, so I'm keeping that. I'm gonna delete Google Hangouts though. YouTube Studio I use, that's actually one of the ones that was open, as well as Boomerang. Boomerang was open. I just think that's it's a fun app I like to use, and I use it with the kids sometimes too. So yeah, Layout is the one I was talking about. So I deleted PicStitch. Layout is basically the same thing, and it's actually compatible with Instagram. So I rarely post to Instagram, but if I ever want to do a collage on Instagram, I just do it through Layout. Oh my god. I downloaded Musical.ly because I wanted to see what the big hype was about. I was trying to like, I don't know, I think it was when Gabby from the Gabby Show was doing stuff like that. I was like, that looks kind of fun, but I could never really figure it out, and then I felt really old, so I never actually really used it. Bumble, okay, I know I'm married and I have Bumble, but I swear it was for Bumble BFF. Nothing really came of it. Deleting Bumble. And then Friender was along the same lines. I was desperate. I was really trying to find friends in the San Diego area. Heyvina is the same kind of thing, so crossing those out. Eventbrite, I mean, I'm just gonna delete. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep Eventbrite because it does, if I ever want to do something over the weekend and I actually feel like going out and buying tickets to a show of some kind, I would check Eventbrite to see what's happening in my area. And then Meetup, I have gone to a couple of meetups. Not that I've like made any lasting friends from it, but it's always sort of in the back of my mind. I think I need to turn off notifications for it though. That's a little ridiculous. But yeah, I'm gonna keep Meetup for now. And then the Kira app, it's the app that makes everything sparkly. I don't use it very often, but it's just kind of fun. And I live right by the ocean, and the ocean looks so pretty in the Kira app. All right. Next is utilities. I don't even know if I can delete calculator, but I'm not going to. I use it. I use voice memos not very often, but now that I'm in a new play, I can't really talk about what it is just yet, but I'm really excited about it. But I use voice memos to help me memorize my lines. Scanner Pro is a really useful app. It helped me get rid of a lot of my cookbooks because I scanned just like a couple of my favorite recipes from the cookbooks and I donated the cookbooks. Unroll.me is a really useful app that I've talked about in the past, and I keep it because it does help to unsubscribe you from those like mass emails and stuff like that, so I use that. Roadtrippers, oh my gosh. Yeah, deleting Roadtrippers. I haven't been on a road trip in so long. If I ever need Roadtrippers again, I will download it. IMDb, surprisingly, I use that. You know how sometimes you're like, oh, who is that actress in that one movie? Or like, that person looks familiar, who is that? I like to have IMDb. What is Voice? What is this? Is that a new, I'm actually just curious really quickly. Oh, okay. It's like a translate app. Maybe I can play around with that. I won't delete that just yet. That seems like it's a new thing. Find My Friends, I'll keep. Zmoto goes with a security camera that I bought last year, but in our new house there was no like convenient place to put it. I think I'm gonna put that on the chopping block. Okay, next is AT&T Call Protect. Such a useful app if you have AT&T. I mentioned it in my apps that add value to my life video. So if you want to know about that, then check that video out. Next is navigation. I know I'm going to keep both of these. Is that weird that I have both navigation apps? But I do actually use both. They were both open in my apps that were open. Next is games. Oh my goodness, I'm deleting so many of these. Okay. Bubble Witch I've had since 2014. I used to spend so much money on this app. It's embarrassing. I'm deleting it. The Miranda Sings app is actually kind of fun, but it hasn't been updated in a really long time, so I don't care. Episode is one of those weird like guilty pleasure games, but it's one of those things where I'm always tempted to spend real money, and I think I have done it one time on that app, so I'm just getting rid of that app so I'm not tempted. Heads Up is a great game. Oh my gosh, I'm not deleting that. It's such a fun group game. I Associate too. Wow, that was from back in college. And like I was obsessed with it. I was obsessed with Yoki Piano for a while last year, but then it started to like slow down on my phone, so I stopped using it. Word Cookies was one of those that was advertised that I didn't like play for a very long time. Wood Puzzle I was obsessed with, and it doesn't tempt me to spend any money, but it is kind of nice to pass the time, and sometimes I let the kids play it on my phone. Tetris, I don't care. Let's see, and then karaoke, that was advertised from Yoki Piano because I think this is also from Yoki, and I only did it like one time and it wasn't very fun. Next is the entertainment section. I do use Audible. I don't use Pandora anymore. I do use Goodreads, I do use iBooks and podcasts and Spotify. Shazam it was kind of like IMDb, where I'd be like, what's that song? And you can Shazam it, but I'm deleting it because I haven't used it in forever. Sometimes you need a little mystery in your life, you know what I mean? Like, what's that song? I'll never know. Oh my God. I'm sure most of you are subscribed to Jenna Marbles, but she has this series on her channel of like downloading really stupid apps or something like that, or reviewing bad apps. Turn Down for What is one of those apps that they reviewed, and it's so stupid. I don't know why I want to keep it. It literally is like, turn down for what, do, like, and that's all it does. Why do I want to keep that? That's so dumb. I'm keeping it. It brings me joy. Oh my goodness. But I am deleting Hulu. I can always re-download that if I feel like I ever need to watch Hulu on my phone, which is very rare. TV, this is I think like an official, like an official Apple app. I never use it though. Yeah, so I'm deleting that. Okay. Kindle I'm keeping. Amazon Music and YouTube Music I'm deleting. I was trying to find something to replace Spotify Premium when I was trying to like go without Spotify Premium, and that's why I downloaded those, but I have Spotify Premium again, so I don't need them. All right, going to finance. The only one I'm deleting from here is Square Cash. I only used it once back in like 2015, and Venmo is like the main one that everyone uses now. Okay, what's next? Lifestyle. Some of these are funny that they're lifestyle. Stylebook is an app I paid for, and I feel like now that I'm deleting unused apps, I feel like this is what I'm actually going to use. So I'm keeping that. Countdown I love. Amazon. Amazon's a lifestyle, you guys. Yelp I use on occasion. Etsy I use occasionally, and I kind of like to have it. It might go on the chopping block, but Capital T's is definitely going. That's something from DC back when I lived in Maryland. Groupon I never use anymore. Come on, there you go. Headspace is an app I like for meditation that I don't know. I feel like you have to pay for it to get the most out of it, and I don't really like the free stuff anymore, so I'm deleting that. And then the Target app, I'm gonna keep for now. Spark People I use to like track food and stuff, but I use MyFitnessPal now. I never go to Panera Bread anymore. And then I have these two like ghost apps. One of them, I can't remember which one, I did at a party and I actually spent the $1.99 to talk to the ghost. I actually believe in ghosts, but those apps are complete BS. But it was actually really fun. We got a name out of it. So there's a ghost named Carol and it's like an inside joke with me and my friends now. So Lush I'm gonna keep. I like to look at that sometimes. Domino's, man, pizza is a lifestyle. That was actually in the apps that were open. Starbucks I'm deleting. I barely ever go to Starbucks anymore. Kava I downloaded last year just for one time I went to Kava. This is sort of like, Eat24 is sort of like Grubhub, but I didn't like it. And my husband has Grubhub on his phone, so I don't need that. Word of the day, I feel like now I'm gonna use more since I won't be so overwhelmed with the amount of apps that I have. I really like it because I like learning new words. Daily workout, that was a Tone It Up thing. I like literally saved a web page as an app, so I'm deleting that. I really don't follow Tone It Up nearly as much anymore. I don't go to Capella anymore. This Disney Magic Guide isn't even the official Disney app, so I'm deleting that. Cartwheel is now combined with the main Target app, so I'm deleting that. The Hamilton app, they don't do their like raffles anymore, I don't think. I don't care about it anymore. I love Hamilton, but I'm like, I'm never gonna win a raffle. Moment I use that's in my apps that add value to my life. Next is health and fitness. So I mentioned MyFitnessPal I use. My ideal version of myself would also use Map My Hike and Map My Walk. I'm gonna put them on the chopping block. Achievement I will keep. All trails. Going along with Map My Hike. I guess I'll put that on the chopping block. I've been on one hike in the past year, but I imagine myself wanting to hike more. I used to have a Fitbit, and that's why I have a Fitbit app, and I got rid of my Fitbit about a year ago or so, but now I'm considering getting a new Fitbit, so I'm gonna keep that for now. I think this is the old Tone It Up app, and I'm gonna delete it. Again, I never follow it. My 24 I'm gonna use to look up classes at my local 24-hour. Map My Run I've actually used recently. I went for a run. This is my current favorite meditation app is the Breathe. Clue I love. I'm gonna be starting my period soon. I don't care if that's TMI, but I know that because of Clue. Thank you, Clue. And then this is the current Tone It Up like studio app and I never use it, so it's going. Okay, what's next? Duolingo. I need to start using it again. Declutter I used once to sell some DVDs. I'm not gonna use it again. You barely get any money from it. Lasting is like some weird marriage kind of counseling app that I was curious about. It seemed kind of cool because I'm interested in marriage and family therapy and I love anything that will help to strengthen my marriage, but it was kind of lame. I don't know, so I'm deleting it. Zillow, we used that a lot when we were looking up like rental homes. And I still kind of like to look at it because in a couple of years we might be looking to buy a house, maybe, question mark. So it's fun to look at houses. Amazon Seller, around the time I downloaded the Declutter app, we were trying to maybe sell our DVDs on Amazon, but it didn't work out, so I don't need that. This is under useless to me. Wallet I can't delete, Find My Phone I can't delete, Files I have to look and I'm not gonna delete that yet. I don't know what's in there. Productive, one of you recommended it to me. I tried it for a while, but you actually have to pay for it and I'm just not about that life. Lyft, I downloaded and I never used. So if I ever need it, I'll download it again, but I don't need it. Come on, delete, there you go. Balls is the game I'm currently obsessed with, so I'm not deleting that. Nice is a sex tracker because I'm weird and I like to do that kind of thing. So keeping that. I downloaded Stop, Breathe, and Think Kids for the kids that I nanny and they absolutely love it, so I'm not deleting that. And then the next two I downloaded, Lime Bike and Ofo, are like those bike rental things. I don't know if they're in your area, but they're everywhere around San Diego and I really want to try one of them soon. So I have those. Betterment is, I'm gonna put that in finances, in the finances folder, because that is where I am investing. I'm using that to invest. Empath is a new app that I've downloaded because it's kind of cool. You can kind of put how you're feeling that day. Plant Nanny is a recent addition, and we'll see if that helps me stay hydrated. And then Gardenia, I was looking for an app that would help me track my, taking care of my plants. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep that, but I only just downloaded it, so we'll see. And then Google Photos, I just put a ton of photos up on Google Photos for my friends. How many apps did I delete? I only deleted 48 apps. I thought I was gonna delete a lot more. I'm a little disappointed in myself. I might have to do a secondary iPhone declutter at some point. So I'm down to 87 apps from 135. That's, I mean, it's a chunk, but I think that's a really good start. And especially because we have a few that are on the chopping block. All right, you guys, so that is how I went about decluttering my iPhone, kind of step by step. And then also you watched me go through every app I have and declutter them. So I'm kind of proud of myself. I feel a lot better. I feel a lot lighter having done that, and I'm kind of excited to go through and reorganize my phone and see if now I can just have it all on one page instead of two. I think I could easily do that now. So yeah, that's pretty cool. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I hope it inspired you to declutter your own iPhone. I know a lot of the time when we think of decluttering physical things, but I think digital declutters are really important as well. And I do want to do a video kind of broadly about digital decluttering. So if you are interested in a video like that, please let me know down in the comments section, and comment whatever you want. I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna shame me like no other about all the apps I had on my phone and how ridiculous that is. That is it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.